So hello and welcome again, students. We are going to start today a very important part of your HCl chapter. We are going to talk about preparation of hydrogen chloride. Okay, so the topic that we are going to talk about is preparation of HCl. That is our topic for today. Now, in the preparation of HCl, we are going to talk about two general ways of preparation, and then we are going to talk about the laboratory preparation, which is the most important one. The laboratory preparation is the most important topic that we are going to discuss today. So let us begin with this preparation of HCl. First of all, one of the easiest or one of the most general ways, not exactly the easiest in the lab, however it is one of the general ways of preparation of HCl, that is preparation via direct combination reaction. Direct combination reaction. Now you already know what is direct combination. Direct combination reaction is something that you already know. Direct combination reaction is something that you already know. You know this from class 9, is it not? When two reactants combine to give one product, that is a direct combination reaction. Okay? We can also call it a synthesis if the two reactants are elements, basically elements. Here we can see a molecule of hydrogen, okay, reacts with a molecule of chlorine to give two molecules of HCl. That is a direct combination reaction between whom and whom? Between hydrogen and chlorine, both of which are gases, and another gas is formed, that is our hydrogen chloride gas. However, this reaction is not without any energy. For this reaction to take place, we must give some energy. Now, energy in the form of what? Do we need to heat it, or do we need to give some sort of other energy? If you remember, this reaction is not new to you. You have done this same reaction earlier in class 9 also, but let me tell it, as you might have forgotten. This is not only a revision of class 9, as it is direct combination reaction, which is also what you have studied in class 9. You've also studied different type of reactions requiring different energies. In this case, you will see that here we need diffused sunlight. Basically, we need sunlight. Okay, sunlight, which is giving the energy for this reaction. Okay, so sunlight is giving energy for this reaction. Okay, now so we can call this reaction a photochemical reaction. Photochemical reaction, right? Remember, we have done this in class 9. It is a direct combination reaction because two reactants are combining to form a product. It is a photochemical reaction because sunlight is involved. Sunlight is the source of energy for this reaction. Now, what is diffused sunlight? You might wonder, what is this diffused sunlight? Diffuse sunlight means indirect sunlight. Okay, it means what? Indirect sunlight. Okay, as opposed to direct sunlight. If we are putting these two reactants in direct sunlight, what will happen? Why do we need to put in indirect sunlight? Because direct sunlight will give it too much energy and the reaction will be too fast. Direct sun, basically it is being powered by the UV rays. Okay, ultraviolet rays, UV rays in the sunlight. This is providing the energy for the reaction. If you put in direct sunlight, it will get a lot more energy and the reaction will be quite explosive. I can put a link in the description where it will show what happens if you put UV light in contact with this directly. Kind of an explosive reaction, like a gun firing. Okay, we'll put the link if possible in the description below of the video. You can check that out. Okay, so we will use what? Diffuse sunlight. That means indirect sunlight. Okay, this reaction will take place in diffuse sunlight, very explosively in direct sunlight, and in the dark it will not take place at all because sufficient energy is not available for the reaction. However, if you use a catalyst, activated charcoal, activated charcoal, this can help us to do the reaction even in the dark because it's a catalyst. It will absorb hydrogen onto its surface and allow the reaction to be faster. Okay, a catalyst is something that allows the reaction to go faster or slower. In this case it's a positive catalyst, so it will increase the rate of the reaction. Okay, this is one general way of preparing HCl gas from hydrogen and chlorine. Then comes the second general way, that is preparing HCl by heating. Preparing HCl by heating a chloride, say NaCl. We can also take the example of KCl. A chloride with concentrated sulfuric acid. With what? With concentrated sulfuric acid. Concentrated sulfuric acid. So if we heat it and keep the temperature below 200 degrees. Why below 200 degrees? Well, this will come. We will tell about it a little bit later. But let us talk about it now, that if we give heat here below 200 degrees, we will get a salt being produced, an acid salt, along with the preparation of HCl gas. Here the same thing. These reactions are found in page 142 of your textbook. If you have the textbook, keep it with you. Okay? Keep it with you so that you can check whatever I am doing here with the textbook. If it is not so clear here, it is even more clear in the textbook. So you see, this is the reaction between a chloride salt with what? With concentrated sulfuric acid, resulting in the formation of an acid salt along with our desired product, that is HCl. We got our desired product, that is HCl. Okay, hydrogen chloride gas. This is the second general way of preparing HCl, and this method is the most preferred method in the laboratory. So this is what we will use in the laboratory. Okay, so let's get to the main topic here. The main topic here is laboratory preparation of HCl gas, which is the most important thing that we are going to talk about in this video today. So let us skip to that topic. Laboratory preparation. I'm just saying in short, lab preparation of HCl gas. Lab preparation of HCl gas. Okay? Might be going a bit high, so I'm writing it here. Lab preparation of HCl gas. That is our topic here. Okay? So this is the key topic on which we will focus our attention the most, and you need to pay attention very much here. Be very attentive here. This is one of the most important parts of your chapter. So in this part we are talking about the laboratory preparation of HCl gas. However, we told before there were two general ways. One is direct combination, the other one is what? The other one is heating a chloride salt with concentrated sulfuric acid. Heating what? Heating a chloride salt with concentrated sulfuric acid. That second general method is what we are using in laboratory preparation of HCl gas. In fact, that method was used by Glauber himself. As we discussed in the previous class, 1648, when the first time it was prepared in the lab, it was prepared in the lab in this method. And still to this day, we prefer this method. Okay? This method being which method? Heating a chloride salt with concentrated sulfuric acid. Okay? So when we discuss this, first thing we need to discuss is the reactants. Okay? Reactants. Who are the reactants here? The reactants are here sodium chloride and concentrated sulfuric acid. What are the reactants? Sodium chloride and what? And concentrated sulfuric acid. Okay? These two things are our reactants. Now you might say, sir, why not any other chloride? As we saw earlier, we can use KCl also, can't we? We will get HCl. Okay? We will definitely get HCl if we use any other chloride here also. However, sodium chloride is the most easily available reactant. It is cheap, easily available. So we are going to use what? Sodium chloride. And why concentrated sulfuric acid? Why not any other acid? These are very important questions to remember. Okay? Let me write it down. Why NaCl is preferred? Why NaCl is preferred? Why NaCl is preferred and why concentrated sulfuric acid is preferred. Why not any other acid? Will it be not possible with any other acid? To answer that, just like we can use any other chloride instead of sodium chloride, we can also use other acids. However, we will get HCl definitely, but it is not the preferred way. Why is it not the preferred way? If we can get HCl, why should we not use any other method? First of all, I explained NaCl. NaCl is what? Because it is cheap and easily available. It is found, the answer is found in page 143. Okay? If I can show you in the book, if you want to see here, this is page 143 right here in the note section right here. Okay? It is written why we are going to use NaCl. But it is same place it is written why we are going to use concentrated sulfuric acid. Okay? Why not say nitric acid? Why not concentrated nitric acid? Well, the answer is that sulfuric acid, concentrated sulfuric acid is non-volatile or least volatile. What does the word non-volatile or least volatile mean? Let me write it down. concentrated sulfuric acid is non-volatile. Non-volatile, also we call it least volatile. Volatile. What does that mean? It means it evaporates. If something is called volatile, it will evaporate quite easily. It will vaporize quite easily. However, non-volatile means that it will not evaporate so easily. If you use something like concentrated nitric acid, it is a volatile acid. Volatile acid means it will form vapors. As we heat, it will form vapors. And the vapors of nitric acid now will mix with our product, that is HCl. HCl is a gas, remember? We are preparing what? We are preparing HCl gas. So along with HCl gas, there will be mixed with what? Vapors of nitric acid, which we don't want. So we take a non-volatile acid, that is our concentrated sulfuric acid. Okay? We use what? Concentrated sulfuric acid. What we don't use is concentrated nitric acid. What is the reason? The reason is simple. If we use concentrated nitric acid instead of concentrated sulfuric acid, we may get HCl, which we will get actually. We will get HCl. However, along with that, we will get nitric acid vapors, which we don't want to get. We want to get as less impurities as possible. So if we use concentrated sulfuric acid, we will get HCl, and there will be no other vapors of acid with that, because sulfuric acid is non-volatile. It does not form vapors easily. Okay? So far we discussed in the laboratory preparation only about the reactants. Who are the reactants? Sodium chloride and concentrated sulfuric acid. Now we'll discuss about the procedure. Okay? In the procedure, we have to follow the diagram. Okay? There's a diagram in your book, page 143. I'm going to show you the diagram with the help of the book itself. You can follow. See the diagram right here. See the diagram right here. Can you see this diagram? I'm talking about this diagram. Page 143. The diagram, page 143. And the diagram is this one. Okay? This diagram. In this diagram, you can clearly see that there is a stand. And this right here is called a round bottom flask. It is called what? A round bottomed flask. And you can see there is a pipe of sorts entering. That pipe is called a thistle funnel. Okay, it's called what? A thistle funnel. And in this round bottom flask, we have sodium chloride. That is our common salt. We have our sodium chloride here. And from the funnel, we are pouring inside concentrated sulfuric acid. As you can see, it is written concentrated sulfuric acid. And we are pouring it down, and we see here in the round bottom flask, we have sodium chloride, and we also have sulfuric acid. Now what will be produced? HCl gas will be produced. HCl gas will be produced, which will pass through this delivery tube. It will go through this delivery tube, enter here, and here you can see there is again concentrated sulfuric acid. You may ask, sir, why again concentrated sulfuric acid? Again concentrated sulfuric acid in order to make it dry. In order to make it dry. Okay? After making it dry, because concentrated sulfuric acid is a drying agent, so it will make it dry, and the HCl gas will pass through this delivery tube and enter here. It will enter into the gas jar, where it is heavier since HCl is heavier than air, it will fall downwards and the air will be pushed out. Okay, air will be pushed out and we will have this container full of HCl. Let me explain this a little bit with details now.